Welcome back to Showmance, the #1 show on YouTube doing deep dives on shows with no depth. And this is part 2 of episode 17 of The Valley. However, before we get into it, Natalie, who is behind me, just sent me some breaking news.
Hi, it's Natalie, and this is such old news now because that's what happens when you take any time off between filming and posting these dumb shows. Anyway, I'll keep this conversation here and then post something else from Up and Atom afterwards, which could either be true or could just be my totally biased wishful thinking, and you'll see why. Anyway, that's it. That's all. Sorry for lagging on getting this up. Ciao for now.
This is a blind item from Crazy Days and Nights. Even with the latest quote-unquote scandal, the spinoff bar show won't be getting another season. The thing is, though, the guy in the scandal is probably going to get his own show. Natalie thinks this has to do with The Valley. Them using the word scandal makes me think it's scamandal.
Do they also speak in code like that all the time? Like who put?
That's a blind item.
That's the blind item thing.
Yeah, everyone in the comments is saying that this is more likely to be In the City and Kyle.
That's not a spin-off bar show. The
I mean,
bar show is The Valley.
but it's not. How is The Valley a spin-off bar show?
It's been a real spin-off.
Got it.
Soho?
Who's TJ?
It could be, but
Soho's not a spinoff.
Oh, that's
it's not a scandal.
I mean, it's scandalous how bad it is.
Gavin has bars.
I don't know. How about this? Fine if you cancel The Valley, not fine if you cancel In the City, because I did think it was a great first season, and I would like to see what happens in season 2.
Yeah, ditch The Valley.
Ditch The Valley.
I would even be fine with them ditching the Valley, and giving Jax a show. Probably not going to watch that Jax show, but at least The Valley's off the air.
Yeah.
Okay, well, last year all you wanted was Jax off the air. Now you want to put him back on?
Listen, I don't. But if
well,
it
then
gets
don't
The
put
Valley
that
off
out
the
there.
air, it's that like thought experiment of like, do you save one person or 10 people from the train tracks or whatever, something like that.
Who's the one
Sure.
person?
Foof.
One.
Yeah.
Fifth.
Okay, so we're going to put this up, and if everyone could let us know what show they think it is, because we're thoroughly confused. To me, it's either The Valley or In the City, and I just don't see how In the City doesn't have a second season. It got the highest viewership for a pilot ever on Bravo.
I don't see how any of these shows are spinoff bar shows. Spinoff maybe.
How about this? The spinoff bar show makes sense for Southern Hospitality, but there was no scandal there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Who do you guys think? Because I don't get
Or is
paid
it- or
enough
is-
to figure
is it-
this out.
Is it spinning off a bar show and it's not it's Bravo, right? It's talking about Bravo. It's not talking about the
Listen.
saucy stuff.
If it depends on what a scandal is, because there is a lot of TJ in
Oh,
the
yeah.
comments, and TJ's mad at Leva right now.
What is this show?
Dude, it's psychotic.
It's everything you want.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
take away that. Everything you don't want.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a scandal, but that's more a bar show than of all the shows. Like you said, like Leva owns bars. You know, she owns our restaurant, but like,
I guess that is a spinoff from Southern Charm too, right?
Yes.
oh, I guess so. Yeah, because Leva was on Southern.
I'm
Charm.
going Southern Hospitality.
And the scandal is the dumb TJ thing.
Yeah.
But then what? Who gets their own show? TJ?
Oh, right.
Well,
I
I'm just
forgot
saying,
about
In the
that
City is not a bar show. It's just not.
But they're at the bar all the time, and Gavin owns bars.
part. Correct.
I'm with you. I
And,
agree, but like, I'm
yeah,
just-
no. But none of it makes sense because there's been no scandal in Southern Hospitality.
except
there was a
this baby one. That's
Sure.
again, who
But
knows?
a real scandal is Scamandal. And then you've got The Valley, which I guess is a spin-off bar show, but there isn't really a scandal there.
And it hasn't been a bar show since season 1.
But it's a spin-off bar show.
What
They're
if
saying
it's
it's
Tom?
spun
What
off.
if it's Tom Schwartz getting
And
his
they
own
have
show?
Quotes.
So it's Southern Hospitality.
No.
No, it's not. Natalie says it's not.
No, I mean, it seems like it's The Valley. I'm going to ask Harris.
Okay. And
Well, you guys let us know.
yeah, let us know what you think. Back in The Valley, which is maybe getting canceled right now, I just need to start this off with, if I never hear the phrase mommy makeover again, it's too soon. I loathe this phrase, and I am all for women doing whatever they want to do to their bodies, feel great, get nipped, tucked, pulled. I think it's fabulous. I need a new term.
Here's the other thing. If you have to say what we talked about before, don't get any glitter in your holes. Right? It's too soon for glitter. We
Yeah.
talked about that. And if you're going for your sexy photos and you're like, I'm still a little swollen from my surgery, but I think it's time for sexy photo. It's not time for sexy photos. I'm thinking a week. two
I
tops.
don't even understand the whole photo shoot.
I don't
to
either.
begin
I
with.
mean, I get it when she was like, "Oh, it's nice to see yourself," yeah, totally get that. Feel good, look good, feel good, play good. Totally down. Swollen, still swollen. How do you feel good? Still swollen. Like how? Oh, how tight was that skin? Like just wait a couple weeks to not be swollen and not have holes
But
with
then they
glitter.
won't be filming, and she needed something for a storyline.
Okay, so it was a storyline. It wasn't photos to make yourself feel better because that's what she told us that. It was.
Maybe this is two truths for Brittany. One, she had to finish the contract with her plastic surgeon and give the photo shoot of how
Oh, she
great the
needed
work.
the after photos.
Yeah, it was. And so
got it.
I'm going to show that off for you on the TV doc. Brittany says this is about her regaining her strength and she's so happy to feel good in her body again. She then brings up the Chili's lunch and that she's bummed that Kristen feels secluded from the rest of the group. And Kristen's like, but I'm not bummed because I don't want to be friends with this person. I don't want to be around. Like, let her not be friends with Janet. You're making it worse by trying to make her friends with this person. Because let me tell you something, if there is any future for these two to actually have a legitimate friendship again, because clearly they did have a real friendship for quite some time, let it just happen. It's not going to happen by shoving this girl down her throat.
I mean, yeah, definitely. If they don't want to be friends, then don't be friends. It's becoming awkward and a storyline and fake and
Annoying
to watch and boring. And I had pulled a comment. Somebody was like, "The Valley is the California version of Groundhog Day."
Yeah. I
It's
saw that.
So true. Like literally the same thing for 3 years. It's so ridiculous.
Yes, but I also feel like all this group of adults should be able to all be in the same room, just like we were talking about exes, and being able to be
Yes.
cordial with people, even though they annoy you.
Yes.
This cast should be able to go to a party and not bring up this one event, all of them, and they can not just. I agree with you, not be friends, but like I don't know, they should be able to be mature about it all.
Someone's always bringing it up because it's the only storyline they have. And that's what's so annoying. I get it. You're here for the drama and to see how you guys are going to interact with each other. We need something new to talk about. This is not interesting. It's not interesting because it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
We're just seeing you guys vomit shit up, eat the vomit, and then re-vomit the vomit. Like it's so gross. It's so annoying. Is that bothersome to you, Mike?
I'm trying to figure out which is more bothersome, Zach pooping in pants or
And
that, what you
vomiting and
just
eating
said,
and
yeah.
vomiting again. Yeah.
Baby burden yourself.
Yeah, they are. Kristen says she feels no void in her life without Janet, and that, quite frankly, she hasn't seen any meaningful change from her. So I'm cool with not hanging with her. If I were Kristen, I think I would have snapped far sooner in this season because I don't. Let it go, guys. Like, it's not like, or maybe I'm remembering this wrong because Janet does irritate me. I don't find, what's her name, Kristen, to be following around everyone on this cast bringing up Janet and wanting to shit on her all the time. I just think she's like, I don't trust her. I don't want to be around her. Let's move on with life.
It is a little bit of Brittany and Lala starting shit.
Yeah.
But when did you become friends with Nia?
Who?
Kristen. And I know we're kind of like, well, they go over there. I guess it's ever since the kid.
I think it was
But
in
like-
the off season when
but
they
like,
had the kids.
Yeah, it's just since we know Kristen, we know there's just this blind loyalty, and I think that is also why.
But
Lala and
Kristen's
Brittany
taking on. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
No. I just think that's why Lala and Brittany are like, what is this is a new friendship,
But then
and
someone
you're
could,
just blind loyal to them. I've known you for over a decade.
Yeah.
I feel like you're not even giving me the time of day.
but couldn't you turn around and say the same thing to Lala about Janet? You have this wild, blind loyalty to Janet. You guys just met because of this show.
Yeah, but Lala's getting
They trauma
paid
bonded.
to
I feel like they
bring
trauma
Janet
bond.
back to life.
She is getting paid to bring Janet back to life 100%.
It's different.
But it's not different in the sense of we're doing the same thing, guys. You're riding for Janet. I'm not. I'm riding for Nia. So let bygones be bygones and pick a new thing to argue about.
Cool, we can say that, but like I also feel like Danny, maybe not as much. Definitely Danny brings it up a lot too. He doesn't let it go because he's a good person, a really good person.
Really good person.
We've said this before. Get Janet and her husband off the show. Jason does literally less than nothing for the show. He's not even on. He's not even a character on the show. She is everywhere she goes. She's got a cloud over her head. She's bringing, and I'm not talking about the trauma stuff that she went through. I'm saying even before
But this
that,
episode, you felt that too? I didn't feel that at all this episode.
categorically speaking, this is how I have felt about Janet from jump with this show, that she's just got a lot of drama. It's a lot of negativity. Let's get her off the show and let Danny hang himself. Danny and Nia, to me, bring more to the show than just Janet, especially because Janet's husband is dead weight. I'm interested in what Nia's doing. They've got 4 kids. They've just got a lot of stuff going on. And Danny and his crappy ways are going to, he'll hang himself if you let him. So get Janet off the show because she just keeps bringing every scene down. And let's get some fresh drama with Danny being an idiot, talking to his wife unkindly, and probably getting drunk and being a jerk to someone. Like, great, then let that happen. It's just, I find Janet to be so, she's like the human equivalent of a fart. It doesn't matter. Do you know what I'm saying? No, it's like, it doesn't matter that she thinks like, no, I'm just sitting in my chair doing it. It's air, Janet. It's spreading everywhere. Your nasty fart attitude is everywhere. We all are suffering because of it.
The blind item they dropped, could they be talking about Danny and Nia getting their own show? Could Danny be the, what? How did they refer to it? That we think it's Jax?
The guy in the scandal is gonna get his own spinoff.
Could that, right?
It feels like it's geared toward Jax. Because I think that they're realizing that there isn't a show without Jax, which, God kill me. But like, if this is all they can put together with no Jax.
I mean, the fact that they air quoted kind of feels like this, where it's like, is this a scandal? Is it not? They keep talking about it.
No, yeah, that's what she's saying. Also,
No, she was saying about Jax. I'm saying I think it could be Danny. I think Danny and Nia could be getting their own show.
no.
4 under 4.
A lot of people have commented they would like them to have their own show.
I'm good with that.
I feel like that's what they're pivoting for. I feel like they want it. And honestly, count me out of that deep dive. I'm not watching that one.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro.
I'm not watching that.
Brittany asks if she is open to seeing change in Janet because Kristen just said like, and I haven't seen any meaningful shift in her. And Brittany's like, well, are you open to seeing this? And God bless Kristen. She's like, I'm not. I'm good. I'm done with the checking of the bags conversation. Like I'm out on Janet right now. And I get that. There have been people in my life that I have tried to be there for, to be a good friend to help in whatever ways I can. And then I just hit a wall going 90 and I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I don't care if you think I'm an asshole because we're not friends anymore. I don't care if you think that I need to be more understanding. I am at capacity with this. And for my own self-preservation, I can't be around this anymore. It doesn't mean that I wish the best for this person. I am rooting for them to change, but I can't be around this anymore. So I get Kristen saying that.
Just before that, I think they did a flashback of like Nia going, he's besties with Janet, right? Like that was before the moment where she said, I don't. They did a flashback of all 4 of them.
This is not yet. We haven't gotten there yet. No, that's okay.
Because my next note is Kristen just hates Janet, but doesn't want to give her a chance.
She doesn't want to give her a chance. And I'm okay with like,
yeah, that's what yeah.
Like it's okay. Like, especially because give it time. Stop shoving this down her throat. And maybe in some time after the dust settles and they're no longer on the show or whatever it is, maybe something can happen, but you're never going to get anywhere if everyone's forcing you to do it in a situation like this because the temperature is just too high for everyone. So then Brittany mentions that not everyone seems to, or sorry, this is where they start getting into what you're talking about, Trav. Brittany mentions, well, everyone else seems to be softening towards Janet and having her back in their lives. And Kristen says, well, that's a bag of bullshit because I was on the phone with Lacey up until the moment she walked into Chili's and she was talking so much smack about how she didn't want to be there and didn't want to go to lunch with Janet. And then Zach is constantly talking shit about her and also texted, I guess, Kristen saying, when you see Janet say, why are you trying to be best friends with my best friend or something like that. And so this gets into the whole best friend talk.
I think they did a flashback where they were, and Nia actually said,
yeah,
he's besties with Janet. And it's like, those 4, Danny, Nia, Kristen and Luke, I feel they felt very mean cliquish. They feel like they feed each other's thoughts, and one person says something, and then it's like, yeah, yeah, and I feel like they just build it up. So they're not. I feel like they're just as much to blame because they come in so hostile and defensive. Janet just talks about it but never doesn't. Like, I feel like they're both sides are terrible right now, and they give off very mean click energy.
But if you were in Nia's shoes, right, and you're backing your significant other,
that moment she was talking shit
in San
She's
Diego,
besties with Janet. That wasn't backing your husband. That was mean girl cliquish, and then they all kind of giggle and laugh. Like,
listen, I hear what you're saying. It's in the arena of unkind, but I didn't think they were being some like mean girl click there. I also don't like Janet.
And I also don't like Nia.
I'm colored by that. So
Danny and Nia are fake to me. They're so fake, and I hate how they're trying to. But we're real people, and we just do this. No, man, Danny, you talk of a therapist, a soul guru, a health master, and he goes to church 3 times a week. Like,
where do you get a soul guru?
At Erewhon.
Oh man.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't like them.
come
So maybe
with a
that's
Haley
coloring my
Bieber.
mean click energy, but they just felt rude in that moment.
I say that about Danny all the time. That like Danny's the one that's constantly making little jabs at
I'm
like
triggered. I'm triggered.
I'm triggered.
Mistriggered.
Or
I'm
the like,
mistriggered.
oh, you're not drinking? Yeah, God forbid I drink, and then someone calls me an alcoholic. Like, and the liking stuff on the Instagram. Like Danny's a little trolly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know you don't like Nia, but I do find Nia to be just cleaning up Danny's mess constantly.
That angle, it didn't feel like they thought the cameras were rolling in that moment. It felt very candid of them for talking at, I guess, I forgot where
They were in San Diego.
In that moment, she didn't know the cameras were rolling, is what it felt like. It felt like, oh, there you are. I see you.
I mean, this is the moment where Lala said the thing about Nia being a mob boss, right?
Yeah.
And being like, oh, yeah, she doesn't say it. She just says, oh, be real unfortunate if something would have happened to her. And then Kristen is like, gotcha, boss.
Brittany, after the flashback and all that stuff, says she thinks Kristen is guilt tripping Zach to not be friends with Janet. Every time, I said this before on the show, when we see Janet doing the hard sell to Zach to be friends again, I always think Zach looks uncomfortable. I think Zach doesn't want to get into it with her, but I think he is always just a little gun shy to jump back into Friendlyville with her. So he'll be nice, but he's still giving her a wide berth. So it's weird to me that Brittany's looking at that thinking like, see, look, y'all are kikiing, you're best friends. I don't see that when I see those
I felt like
moments.
she was joking around, trying to break the tension, break the ice. I felt like it was a ha 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 ha. And I felt like he did give in a little bit. And he was like, all right. Like,
I think she is trying to do the hard push used cars salesman sell to get back into
but she's
his
doing
good
with
graces.
humor. That's what, if I was on the outs of somebody like that, I would probably make the same. They'd be funnier jokes, but I'd be joking like that, like, ha ha. Ha.
Sure. I guess my point is that I don't think she's reading the room. Like Zach's not comfortable with this. He doesn't want your uterus.
He lit up when she told him she was bisexual.
No, I think he was just like, say what? Which apparently it's not true. And we will get there.
When will we get there?
Oh, in the comments. So many people commented on it. There was a moment on the after show where it was talked about. We'll get there.
We'll get there. Calm down.
Yeah. Calm down. My God, just calm down.
We got another 2 hours for this episode.
Brittany says the thing about guilt tripping, and Kristen says, I don't guilt trip. Nia does that. And then they all reveled in the fact that there it is. We knew it. We gotcha. And this is where Lala said she feels like Nia is a mob boss and Kristen is basically her capo and just trying to get all the blood on her hands and not Nia's.
I also feel like we learned that Zach is messy in this scene. Just how much smack he goes talking to different groups and handles different. Seems like a very messy person in real life.
He's real up in the mix everywhere.
He did shit his pants, so
Not
there's
messy
that.
like that, but yeah.
Thanks for bringing that up again.
Yeah.
We end this scene with Lala saying in her confessional, I feel in this moment Kristen is throwing her friends under the bus and I am here for it. And I'm too colored by my distaste for Janet on this show.
Even with that,
I don't think that Kristen was sitting there trying to throw all her friends under the bus.
I mean, but she clearly did.
Inadvertently, though. I think that's what Lala was saying. Is she doesn't even know what she's doing, and she's throwing Nia under the bus.
It didn't really feel.
You
that
got
way to
accused
me.
of something. Oh, I don't do that. They do that though.
Yeah. She kind of did though when she was like, yeah, just that. Oh, well, what did she say?
You throw up Zach. You guilt trip Zach.
Yeah, you get it. And she's like, no, I don't do that. Nia does that, and they were like, what?
You could almost see it in her face after she said. She's like, ah.
Lala said specifically was, you're here with your homies. we got history. We're locked in. Like you,
Yeah.
This is a new girl. You slipped because you're with your homies. Like you went back into the way who you actually are, right?
So you don't think Nia and Kristen's friendship is legit?
I don't know if it's not legit. I don't think that. I was going to say something earlier and I didn't, probably because Travis interrupted me, wouldn't let me talk. But I think what Kristen is doing with Janet, like you were saying, she just doesn't ignore. She's not really going after her. That's what Nia's doing. So Kristen is trying to be Nia. She's trying to be a Nia. I think in therapy with her, that like we were both, that thing she ended with, we were both like,
Doesn't sound like you."
that's not you. You know who it does sound like?
Nia.
So I think she's just trying to become this person that she maybe idolizes,
Wants
not
to
in a
emulate
bad
because
way.
she
Yeah,
thinks
she
highly
just
of her.
she appreciates her, she admires her. I think that's what's going on. And then if anyone's going to attack this new person that you admire, even your friends, you're going to get a little salty about it.
Yeah. So you do think then that they have like some sort of a friendship going on, Nia and Kristen?
Yeah. I think it's idolization, but call it friendship.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like I don't know if it's a true friendship yet. I'm not saying it's. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it won't be or will be. I think,
You think
it's
right now it's
more
in the
of
infatuation phase.
yeah. It's a idolization, a little infatuation. I think Nia's fine with that. You know, she probably likes that.
Yeah.
I also feel like that's what kind of throws Lala and Brittany for a curveball because
It's not Kristen.
Because Kristen was the one that tracked down a girl that Tom Sandoval slept with years after they had broken up. Just to, you know what I'm saying? Like she's the one that like let's settle this.
Yeah.
Let's get this
And
all
listen.
out there. This is the Kristen they know, but this new one is just like, huh.
But this could be growth. We talk about it all the time.
Boo.
Yeah, and talk about how it doesn't happen and we wish it would happen. And maybe Kristen has found someone to emulate growth in herself, right? Like she's like, you seem normal. You seem like you got your shit together. I get it. We all got problems, but like, so like, I don't know if this is Kristen's path at growth or her attempt at growth. She's Danny and Nia go to 82 different therapists. Now Luke and Kristen are going to therapy. There's just a lot of things Kristen's doing that are not very Kristen-like, but they are very Nia-like, which I don't know if that's a bad thing at all. And I also don't know if it means they're friends yet.
You know how people can trauma bond? I think you can pregnancy bond.
Yeah.
And I think that it's such an intense thing to go through that Kristen going through that with Nia and Nia being the one who has done this twice before and Kristen suffered a miscarriage and now I'm sure that made her very nervous for the majority of her pregnancy, maybe the entire thing. And here she's got someone who's like Sherpaing her through this. I think that that's where this bond came from that they have.
Yeah, I definitely think that's how that's how they got to.
I think there's definitely the idolization and just really looking up to Nia. But I don't take Kristen as Kristen is a formidable opponent. She stands up for the shit that she believes in. If everybody in the world is saying you're wrong, if she believes that she's right, she's still going to go in that direction. So I still think even if she has this idolization thing going on with Nia and her marriage, I still think she doesn't with Janet for the reasons that she stated, and that's not solely based off of the Nia stuff. I think she just, I'm good. I'm good without you in my life.
Yeah.
The end scene is Lala going to Kristen's, and Lala brings up the conversation that she had with Tom about all the Janet stuff. And she explains to Kristen about how this trauma has affected Janet. And my just big overarching note for this scene was I don't understand how people aren't getting that Kristen doesn't, even when Kristen hears about this horrible thing that happened to Janet, she can take it in, she can say that's awful, and she still doesn't have to like her. Those two things get to exist. And I think that for some reason there some not everyone. I think a lot of people that watch our show think, yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Something I like, not to be political because this is not a political show, but obviously Joe Biden had gone through many tragedies, losing children and his first wife. And even if you hate this person, you could still say, God, that is awful. And I'm so sorry that happened to them. I feel like we're allowed to have different thoughts about the same person.
Yeah. I think it's the opposite of, I'm going to get in so much trouble for this because somebody's going to misinterpret what I'm saying. After Wes Wilson's first fiasco, the first Sierra fiasco and the article, on this show, I think I was the first one to kind of accept West back after we all hated him. You
totally were.
And I remember saying, I'm allowed to like someone who did a bad thing. And I remember thinking that and being like, yeah, I'm allowed to like somebody who did a bad thing.
Totally.
Like I acknowledged the bad thing. I was mad. I said my piece. We were all mad for a long time. And then I was like, okay, I'm good. And I think it's the same, but the opposite, obviously.
Yeah.
You know? You're allowed to like someone who did a bad thing, and you're allowed to
not like someone who had a bad thing happen to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you?
But you don't like Wes now, right?
No.
Yay.
No. Weston Twatface can off to the Ozarks, no cameras.
Yeah, they don't have to off. They can just go somewhere with no cameras.
You know what they could do? They could go to the Ozarks scripted show and end up at the bottom of the river or the lake, happens on that show quite often. That would be fantastic.
Like Kristen saw it, heard everything, felt affected by the way Lala was telling it, took it all in, and basically was like, yeah, I still don't give a which, I don't know. I still think you can be in the same room with him and not have to be awkward.
But don't you feel that they could be in the same room, but once everyone gets in the same room, someone's always needling, someone's always bringing it up.
Right, but that is what you said earlier. That's the TV show lacking storyline. That's these people lacking story. That's Bravo and producers deciding not to include work life or other things going on. Jasmine and Melissa got married. They planned a wedding, surely, right?
Yeah.
All we saw was 5 minutes of a dress thing, which was amazing.
So great.
Right?
One of the best scenes of the season.
100%. It didn't come to the end. We could have seen 5 or 6 of those, right? And then a party, which everybody said this week was like, your party was weird. It's kind of healing and peaceful. And okay, cool. I had a good time watching that party. So there's and then earlier when we were talking about like what happened this season. The only thing new that happened is Kristen and Luke and their new baby drama, right? Yeah. The postpartum thing with Kristen, we didn't really hear it with Nia.
We met Lacey. That was nice.
Yeah, Michelle.
I guess that's true.
And Michelle and Jesse had like a.
Yeah, fine.
But I understand what you're saying. It's because of the fart. It just takes over everything.
He shit his pants. Maybe it was a fart.
No. Me saying. Sorry.
I guess then they made, in my opinion, and I'm speaking for you as well, probably, they made a mistake not leaning more into Jesse and Michelle and their path to divorce, the wedding planning, Lacey and Jesse and what that relationship is and why Jesse's like this now, what's going on with Michelle more in her life and her, clearly they can because they showed it Michelle selling a house. So like what's going on? Why can't we go
when we see these flashbacks?
I'm with you.
There was a flashback of Zach driving Danny home. They show all these flashbacks.
Yeah, they're including the wrong. They're filming everything.
They show quick scenes. They're filming full scenes.
Yeah, and they're not. They're showing us the wrong things.
Either nothing's literally happening.
Then that's a producer's job to make some shit happen.
Cool. Yeah. Or the cast keeps bringing it back on their own. They just keep bringing it up.
But this goes back to my aforementioned point.
That's how you get your shit canceled.
That Janet needs to go. Because you know when like a kid gets their driver's license and they get a ticket right away and the parent's very upset and okay, well, I hope you've learned your lesson. And then they get another ticket and it's like, okay, great. You haven't learned your lesson. And now I'm taking the keys back and you don't get the car anymore. I just feel as though we need to learn our lesson. The people that this iteration of the cast of The Valley keeps bringing up the same storylines. It's not working. So some person now has to be taken off so that we can jiggle things up, shake things up, and hopefully get some different, throw in a new ingredient and get something edible. Because this is maniac.
I think maybe the casting. I think casting kind of blew it maybe on this one.
That's what I'm
With
saying.
who, though?
We got to get one
With
cast
who?
out and someone new in.
But I don't think it's one. I think it's
Or
I think it's
multiple.
a
Yeah,
bunch.
100%, Mike. I will go with multiple firings and hirings.
So do y'all follow like Danny and Nia like in real life now? Like I can't imagine they love this edit this season. This edit this season kind of colored them in
no, but it helped pay the mortgage. So I feel like
exactly. But I don't know. I gotta imagine they're not gonna be happy. They may not come back, right?
they got 4 kids.
Yeah, they need
College
that
is
But that's what I'm saying. I
expensive.
feel like they're all pushing. I feel like those two specifically are pushing for a spinoff. 4 under 4. I feel like they're gonna try to.
Listen, we've talked about it. We talked about it earlier this season or last season.
Yeah.
And I think called it the 3 under 3 or 4 under 4. Like they should do a
like a TLC.
TLC more, not like full religious leaning, but like religious undertones, spiritual life. You know, what's life like in Simi Valley in between going to church type shit. You know,
But
I
if
think
you do,
that would
if
be
you
successful.
do take Janet and Danny and Nia off, this show is about a mommy makeover and Lala.
No, but this is why we're saying you're gonna fire and you're gonna hire. You gotta bring new people in.
Sando?
God no. Please no. I don't there's so many people in this town that are interesting and doing interesting things. Let's get some of those people on
Who's
the
the other?
TVs.
Who's the other one? From original Vanderpump, the girl.
Stassi?
No, the other one. The song. Why am I blanking on her?
Sheena Shea.
Sheena.
Oh, Sheena's been trying to get on this show.
Yeah,
for 3 fucking
I'm
years.
not.
She brings the drama though. She brings drama.
She does.
So I feel like
just
you-
don't know if I feel like we're just eating regurgitated crap. I need a fresh dish of fresh stuff. This is from our Ugg Boots on the Ground.
My Real Housewives of Orange County. I'm pausing my whooping it up to give you a special news report, Ugg Boots on the Ground. The only thing that I could think of when I hear the words latest scandal spinoff bar show, it has to be Vanderpump. So then it has to be The Valley. But I don't think it would be Jax. I feel like it might be Tom Sandoval. Because maybe they're referring to the scandal with that girlfriend, Victoria. I weirdly think maybe Sandoval and potentially Schwartz might get their own spinoff show. If they give a spinoff show of the spinoff show to Jax, that would mean Armageddon has started.
I don't think Jax could get a TV show. I just don't.
Listen, that makes a lot of sense.
I did want to kind of chime in on this a bit because when it comes to Southern hospitality and what people are wondering as to what's going to happen, Jason and I spoke about this, and we don't know. Southern hospitality, clearly it's not a coined phrase, but originally it was Craig Conover who wanted to have his own show. He was pissed off. Leva ended up getting a show that he didn't get. That's the truth. But now that Joe's working with Sharehouse, there is a possibility that they might give Maddie, Joe, potentially TJ, with Craig and Austin heading this, a new Southern hospitality sort of spin-off style with just a new cast. That could happen. I'm just curious to see what you guys think. And for Craig and Austin, you guys are so shady. Shady girl. That's showbiz, I guess.
You know who might be the person posting the blind item? The publicist.
Oh yeah,
To just get the conversation started and see.
that would be well good work, I guess.
Fuck. Smart. Good job.
So I don't know if anyone watches Big Brother, but I love Big.
I do.
Okay, I love Big Brother. Do you remember Pauly?
Yeah, cauliflower. His brother Corey.
Maybe. I don't remember that many details. I just know that. Remember, he then went and did
The challenge.
Yes,
I love the challenge. Yes.
love the
his
challenge.
favorite show.
Oh, I got Shane into the challenge. He was like, "What garbage are you watching?" Now he has gone back.
It's
He's watched
Survivor on crack.
It's so good. He went on this wild, long diatribe about how that publicist was his old publicist, and she pulled some real shady boots stuff with him. And he aired all of the dirty laundry and is saying that it does not surprise him at all that she's doing this stuff with Jax right now. And the whole story is the least surprising thing he's heard because she was a real degenerate to him. Allegedly, that's what he said. I don't know this woman. I'm just passing on that message.
I can't remember what episode Pauly was in, but his brother went back for All Stars season 22 and was the winner.
Well, spoiler alert.
It's on 28 now.
Do you?
Is he with what's her name?
Corey with who?
No, Polly, the girl.
With Cara Maria?
Yeah,
I haven't seen them posting together, but and they haven't been on the challenge in a while either.
but they were together.
They were together.
Yeah, I wonder if they're still together.
They're the perfect amount of weird for each other.
They are total. That's exactly what I was thinking when I saw them together. Okay, shall we get into commies? Oh, you have something? Yes, boo.
Can we not talk about Lala's Tom impersonation?
Oh, it's excellent. 10 out of 10.
It was so good.
Wait, did I miss it?
You didn't?
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
It was at the end. You didn't see it when
Wait.
It's really,
did
really
the
funny.
weird arms.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
legit. It was
Soups
super,
adorbs.
super
Give me
funny.
more of that.
Yeah, more of that. So either the casting's the producers are maybe both are. But this show is if the cast is the one doing it, like you said, Travis, then we need new producers. Like there needs to be somebody to come in and be like, you guys are getting canceled, or you're changing up the tune around here. Like, and somebody who they'll listen to, because clearly we talk about this all the time. We talk about it on Southern Charm, and that when you first get on these shows, it's sick. You're getting a check. This is your job. And your Twitter's nothing. Like you're a nothing. Within 3 or 4 or 5 years, you got all kinds of shit going on if you've played your cards right. So the show is now the 5th, 6th thing on your list of jobs, and producers can't control you anymore.
Like I think the perfect example is Zach picking up Danny from the hospital or the doctor's office. That drive conversation should have been like, I guess I was really bummed. I kind of always wanted 5, but Nia didn't. But I'm happy to make her happy.
Yeah.
That's what that conversation probably should have been.
Yeah.
To show some kind, but like
I know that you're talking about maybe having a child with Benji. Get into that.
Yeah, all we got from Danny was, I'm a really good person.
And to your point, had the conversation gone the way you said it would, or should have, and then we cut to the next thing, I would have thought, dang, Danny's a really nice guy.
He's a really good guy.
He's a really
He's
good
a nice guy.
I'd have thought it on my own. Wouldn't have needed you to tell me, Danny, because you would have been doing nice guy shit.
But yeah, right? Like that scene should not have been, like we should have gotten more from that scene. There's implications to it. Like
the key scene in the beginning, give me like.
Wait, I
just
got a
let's
question
talk
about the key scene in the
it.
beginning. Do you guys think that Kiana and Tom are gonna stay together? Are they gonna go the dist?
I don't. I have no
I can't
idea.
get a
She
read on
said
that girl.
5 words. Like,
I
but
know
I
that's-
see her on his Instagram.
actually, no. I said this before when we talked about it in the beginning.
Yeah.
I think they're not, but I think it's going to be because she's going to get to the point where she's
Yes.
like, "You're too. I can't. Like,
That's
you
what I
got to grow up and like be a man and like, are we getting married? Are we having kids? Are we moving? Are we buying that out? Like, what are we doing?" And he's going to be like, he's going to Lala it up, you know. And
I know.
like,
I think
so
she's gonna break up with him.
Right, and she's 12, and he's 49,000 years old, which is going to be so embarrassing for him.
I mean, I know she's a model, but like he posts about her all the time. And her top 20 photos, there's 1 of him, 2 of him. That's not that good. See if she said a nice caption. No, she said, "I miss you already, Cabo." Not.
Cabo?
They went to Cabo, and it's just.
Oh my God, I miss you already, Cabo.
She did
So she
a.
misses Cabo, but not Tomo.
That's
There's a
no
lot of pictures.
bueno.
Yeah,
There's no bueno for sure as well.
Also, just quick question, because we're having a real heat wave here in Los Angeles. Is anyone else swollen?
I mean, yeah.
what does that
Like-
mean?
I've been working out though.
No, like
Oh, sorry.
I can't figure out if just me on my health journey. I can't tell if this is just another thing that's wrong with me or if it's the heat. Like my hands are really swollen, my feet are really swollen. No one else has that.
Listen,
You also
look
don't wear
swollen
rings.
to me, but
Thanks.
I don't know. I've always kind of been chubby, so
Yeah.
Okay,
Travis is
well.
always swollen.
Guys, if I die, just know I loved all of you. And anyone who said bad things about me in the comments is going to feel pretty crappy soon.
Who's going to replace you?
Oh, you're never going to find someone to show up like
Never.
I do. I'm sorry. That's just
It's not going to happen.
no.
AI.
We'll have to cancel the show.
You will.
Great.
God, if this is my last show, that would be
Dude, can you
such a
shut
bummer.
the up?
Oh yeah, God forbid. Oh, Mike, so sassy.
All this work down the drain. I'm kidding. I would totally miss you too. Mm,
2 years of work for nothing.
that would suck.
Okay, shall we get into commies?
Let's do it.
Okay,
Who's going?
I will.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Nishless Boomer said, "This is the only podcast I don't have to play at 2 times the speed. Love you, fast talkers." And I just love that because my whole life people are like, "Courtney, slow down." Nope, Nishless, I didn't, and I did it for you. I'm just going to let everyone know that Natalie gives you the note that you have to be looking at me when I'm doing comments because she can't use the wide shot if your face is in your screens.
She told me the exact opposite.
Natalie?
I'm a little zapped today. I'm just kidding.
Could we just pick them up? What?
Sorry, those are the rules.
No, do rules.
Rules is rules, Mike.
Yeah.
Do rules.
Rules is rules.
Mr. Banksarama said Lala needs to cease and desist trying to make Janet happen. Janet is never going to happen. That's it. Send it to Daryl and get Daryl, give it to Lala. Stop trying to resurrect Janet. Let Janet, let Danny, let them bury themselves and let's move on with this show with new storylines. Look what you're doing to Chandler. I can't take it anymore.
I pulled that comment too.
Okay, because it's so right. It's dead on balls accurate. Okay. Fish and Gal said, remember, Janet also offered her uterus to Zach to surrogate a baby. She'll say anything in order to gain what she wants. Yeah, that's right.
That was a joke. That was obviously a joke.
No, but she's Miss Boundaries is not reading the signals of like, yo, we're not there yet, brah. Back it up, lady. Palaver Girl said, by the way, oh, this was so sweet, Nat. Oh my God. That iPad's not paid for yet, Minnie.
Cat chase?
That was the iPad?
The iPad fell. Nat, this one's for us. It's so sweet. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Palaver Girl said, by the way, Natalie and Courtney, you two are so lucky to have found each other. We are. Being non-biologically related. I don't trust anyone but my own sister. Literally, you two are sisters, and it's lovely to experience. And we are. I love you so much. I want everyone to know that when we met Natalie, I climbed over people to be like, oh my God, I really love you. And she's like, who are you? And I'm like, I am your new best friend. Do you play board games? She was like, I don't. I go, that's fine. I'm still coming over. And I did all the time.
Titty Tuesdays.
Yeah, we had Titty Tuesdays and we would lay out here every Friday and make little cockies and sit by the pool. Cocktails.
Yeah.
So
got it.
great. But so thank you. We are so lucky and we really feel it. Okay, All That Glitters said Danny is the female version of Taylor Frankie Paul, easily activated. That was such a good call. She drives me banana cakes on the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Anyone?
No, because of that reason.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Case closed. Ms. O'Thompson said, Lala needs to be told she is wrong. Shut up, period. Girl is coddled because they are afraid of her. You're not wrong. Danielle Warren said, I wonder in what state Danny was in when Nia met young Danny all those years ago. I don't know. Maybe if we knew what she saw in the beginning and what they agreed to in their dynamic, it would make more sense. And I too would like to know this.
To me, that comment makes sense.
Yeah.
That she she saw someone who would make sure that she was never going to live in a car again and provide the life that she wanted.
Yeah.
And I'm not like
No. And
I hope that doesn't come across like, oh, she did, like, aren't we all,
no, Shane says this all the time. Like, if he can only speak for straight relationships, because that's all he's been in. But like, a woman is looking to feel safe in a relationship, period. And she is. Even if she is the breadwinner, you still, as troubled as Danny seems to be in his life, just meaning like the way he talks to her and his drinking stuff, he does not seem like he is cheating on her or gonna leave her high and dry with 4 kids to raise. Like, he seems like he is committed to their commitment. And I think that that's really important to her, to your point. Ron S. said, I love how you can see through Janet's BS and know she is calculating despite her genuine trauma. Women like her get away with this manipulation in real life, but they get caught out when they are on camera for all to see. Frustrating that so many people are softening their stance on Janet just because they don't like Danny. It's perfectly okay to not like them both at the same time. And I think that's very true. You can not like both of them. I do it really well. Yeah, and Nat excels at it. Gloria Garibay said, Janet sucks so much. She even retracted what she said about being bi. And Mary Ayaka Kent said, yes, on the after show, her husband Jason said, Janet's not bisexual. She would never be with a woman. That's not true. So I stand with Natalie and 100% agree. That's so crazy. You don't think that's crazy that she was talking about being bisexual on the show and then her husband went on and was like, that is a straight up bag of bullshit.
I don't know. I think I'm starting to wonder what Jason knows about his wife, to be honest. I really am.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Very fair point. Zan said, this comment seems so mean, but it made me laugh. I love that you hate Janet as much as I do. She's the pick-meest of all pick-me's. And listen, I don't hate her. I don't hate, and well, no, there's one guy I hate, but besides that, I really strongly dislike her. Maybe more than one guy, but at any rate, it's a small pool. Cat Sky said, Kristen just doesn't want to be friends with Janet. She doesn't want to be friendly with someone whose character is flawed at her core. I wouldn't want a person like Janet around me either because I would never feel comfortable around them. I need to be able to trust the people I call a friend. A friend is a special person in my life that I can be vulnerable with, and I'm with you, especially because Kristen is such a walking exposed nerve, and I feel like she's just really, she needs that trust. It's the same reason she's got trust stuff with Luke, and he hasn't even done anything. Palaver Girl said, I'm gonna jog your memory, Natalie. You are 100%. Melissa, who never raises her voice, literally yelled at Janet to stop talking about herself and Jasmine with the so-called Danny situation on the boat. Janet woefully discarded said request. Let's not forget this, people.
I forgot.
Penny Lane said, is it possible Janet's not doing actual therapy and she's doing ChatGPT therapy? Her point of views feel very chat to me. And I will say, I just listened to an Esther Perel podcast. She's so good. Listen to her. About a woman who was using ChatGPT to help with her relationship because her significant other is very anti-therapy. And it was super interesting. They went through the therapy stuff that Chat said to this person with an actual therapist. It was fascinating. Go listen to it.
Wait, what was it on?
Esther Perel has a podcast called Where Shall We Begin?
Yeah.
Where should we begin? Now we begin at your commies.
I'm going. You don't want to go?
I'll go.
Go, Trevi, go.
Rachel H, 1993. I watched the new trailer for House of Stassi. Will you be reacting to that? I brought it up. I was very interested with the trailer. We'll have to get back to you on that one, but stay tuned. Mariaka Kent, love you guys. Yes, Danny needs to be a better teammate. Get it together, little man.
Mary's always right. I never disagree with anything Mary says.
Fishing Gal, remember they have cameras up for the Brittany debacle with her publicists. They may add more episodes like The Aftermath. More episodes of The Valley, guys.
I'm on vacation.
Yep.
All right.
Permanently until it's over.
Seriously.
Fishing Gal 2, there's a rumor floating that Danny and Nia are not returning next season. If they don't return, Lala's next victim will be Zach or Kristen. They are the only ones left that don't like Janet. Lala is ruining the show. Ruining the show is harsh. I love that.
Oh, Lar.
Do you know what's so crazy to me? That they've picked up cameras to film this dumpster fire and the season wasn't good. It's not like they had some banger of a season that we want to extend this.
I mean, listen, the guy that made a movie, Icarus, started talking about ball cancer guy and he ended up undercovering a giant Russian doping scheme. You never know what you're going to get. Pick up the camera, right?
That's a valid point.
Sure. I'll allow it.
Yeah, it happens. Volleyball's life. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my password for a lot of things. The kids on Next Gen act more mature and put together than all the cast of Valley.
Correct.
I disagree. I just think they are kids, so we're like, oh, you can act a little weird, but these adults acting haywire, you're like, what are you doing?
Wait, speaking of Next Gen, there were so many people in the comments that were like, y'all are behind on Next Gen if you are still loving Riley because something has happened. A wire has been crossed this season and it's apparently not good. And I am very behind, but I plan on catching up on it on the plane ride tomorrow. I heard you. We heard you.
Nicole Slade, 213. I agree with Natalie's opinion pertaining to Riley as well. Take that, Mortimer.
If you weren't here, go back to episode 1 and you'll realize why
So,
Mortimer's Jermaine.
Suzanne Quinlan, Lala makes everything worse. I've seen enough of her. That's blasphemy. Lala's the best.
Normally, I love Lala. She's just not doing it for me this season, which is so upsetting.
Because she's not doing anything.
She is. She's Janet's mouthpiece. She's her bulldog.
This is weird to say. Mariaka can't. Yes, I agree. I agree, Mike. That happen a lot? People agree with you a lot?
Not really.
Danny is that way at home. But also Nia definitely calls his ass out at home, which Danny probably loves. And that's okay. But I would love to see them be called out in
Same.
person. I want the mask dropped and I want to see two people. And I haven't seen that yet. They would be better on a TLC show talking about great things and how awesome we are. Because he's a really good person.
A really good person.
I want to hand it off to you.
He's a really good person. Fishing gal. Danny's problem with drinking is simple. He's an activated drunk. If it's a happy party environment, he goes overboard and acts a fool. If there's any discord in the environment, he becomes activated, angry, and combative. There's no in between for him. Therefore, he needs to just not get drunk in situations where it is not a safe space or at all. Which I thought was some pretty good advice.
It is fishing gal.
A bunch of other people agreed. Baby Cakes WV Girl. I feel that the Valley is like a really bad California version of Groundhog Day. It is never ending and repeats week after week after week. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier.
Groundhog Day is my birthday. It's a national holiday.
It's a good movie.
It's a great movie. It's a great birthday.
Cascade Earth Northwest, I'm guessing, NW. Common denominator is alcohol, but beyond that, he verbally abuses her, and she treated him like a child, equally abusive to a man like Daniel, which I thought was an interesting point here, that we talk about Danny being verbally abusive to her, but her treating him like a kid is kind of a weird sort of abuse to Danny, which is, I never even thought about. It's a great point.
That's their cycle, though, right? Like, she gets triggered by his shit, so then she starts over-mothering. He gets annoyed by the over-mothering, so then his, that's
Story as old as time.
That's what they got to heal.
Don't
I'll tell you for free $99. That's what you got to bring to your therapist.
Don't act like a child. You won't get treated like a child. You're a grown adult, Danny.
Whatever. Don't treat me like a child, and I won't act like a child. Shannon Fall. There's nothing more satisfying than a new solid vacuum cleaner. Good stuff.
Girl,
It's true.
I can't live my life anymore because this thing has a green laser.
You're all about this green laser.
Because it shows you every speck of dirt.
Yeah, I don't think I would like that.
Yeah, that
No,
sounds terrible.
I can't sleep at night because of it. Because, you ever see those Dateline
And
specials
this is good.
Yeah.
where they walk into a hotel room and they shine a blue light over the duvet cover at like a Four Seasons and you see all this crap and they're like, look how disgusting your room is.
Yeah, you know what all that crap is?
Yeah, we don't need to talk about it.
Sexy time.
Yeah. And so that's what my house is now with the floors. Like this green light
Just
shows
sexy time everywhere.
sexy time everywhere. Sexy kitty
God.
fur everywhere.
Okay.
It's
And you weren't able to see the fur before?
no, because this is like under a scientific light, like a black light.
Science.
You know shit. You know
Science.
when you have a black
So
light.
this is a light that makes you feel bad that your house is
Yeah,
dirty.
makes you
Yeah.
feel messy.
I just vacuum. I vacuumed all the time before. Now I'm gonna get like carpal tunnel.
The robots are already starting to tell us what to do. Watch out.
I've been telling them what to do. Carrie Peacock, that little shout out for Carrie. You guys really are the best. Was having a downer of a day, saw this episode was out, and only 5 minutes into watching, and you three are already making me smile. This isn't really for you because you weren't here. It's
Yeah,
us
but I made
three.
that essay joke earlier, and I made that.
Nah,
I'm gonna
never
get some
mind.
laughs.
Carrie Peacock, I hope you're feeling better and having a better day, and I hope we made you laugh again this time.
Yeah.
Natalie ruined this big surprise earlier, but the punchline of this, but whatever, I'm doing it anyways. Miss Sugar Shay, I agree with Mike. Courtney and Natalie are fat shaming Brittany. How dare anyone question a person that does a crab boil, pasta party, chili extravaganza, all the Mexican food in all of Mexico, while holding cups of body fluids, and have the gals to question her newfound dedication to being healthy? Shame. I just want to read that to you, ladies, so you know.
Mike was trying to make
It's a
me
learning-
think that Sugar Shay was being serious.
A learning
party
moment for you
hard.
guys.
The crab boil was the night before surgery, right?
The night before.
Great.
You know what the
bonkers.
day after was chili. 2 days after, spaghetti in a bag. Fuck.
I feel like that's like,
And then 4 days after, glitter. The shit.
that's very in line with people that are going in for like a triple bypass and they're like, give me the tomahawk steak,
Yeah.
the lobster mac and cheese. Like, what are you doing? Well, the pipes are getting clean tomorrow. Let's load it up
let's do
now. Like,
it.
that's not how it
you
works.
you get one mommy makeover. She can't get another mommy makeover. What? Like you just.
You can if you get
no,
it,
then
if
it's
you
just
become
plastic surgery. Then
another
it's just called
mom.
plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with. Let's just call it that from the beginning.
Mr. Mandeville, never fails to amaze me that Lala is sober as a judge, yet managed to be more annoying than any drunk. She can dish it, but can't take it. Has she heard the way she talks to people? She has an incredibly wonky moral compass.
Can I say though, what is this season without Lala trying to do something?
Brittany's surgeries journey.
There's no, like, at least she's trying. Going, let's
Very good point, Trav.
do something.
It's not that good of a
It
point.
was a great point.
It was a lovely point.
Pat Clark!
Pat! Oh my God, Pat!
I missed Minnie and Foof. They might have had pulled some vacation time last week, and that's maybe why they weren't here. But hopefully you got to see a glimpse of Minnie this evening. I think Foof made an appearance
ran
chasing her to knock off an iPad.
Seat in the wide.
Love you guys. So happy to be here. We're so happy that you're here too, Pat. And again, way to pull through the old surge.
You.
And high five to the old ducks.
I feel like we need to just send Pat some videos because she needs a lot of content while she's healing because she can't do anything. She just has to heal.
Scroll to the
So
bottom.
we should just like text her some
Yeah, I mean,
videos.
she
of-
could do Poderondack.
Scroll to
There's
the
plenty
bottom.
of
You're gonna
that.
see some
If
Poderondack.
you go all the
It's
way to
pretty
the
great
bottom
stuff.
of our channel, you'll see the OGs. You'll see two OGs. Us OGs as Poderondack. Then this OG as Uncorked. Good stuff. And it's some real good early
Real evergreen stuff.
real evergreen. Early
also,
lore.
Pat, if you do have time, I really think some of our best work was on those Bachelor, Golden
The Golden
Bachelor
Bachelors, yeah.
recaps. It was so fun.
Yeah.
I think it's funny for the person that found Poderondack, liked it and subscribed to the channel, and then Showmance and everything starts popping up. And like, what?
Well, no, for a while we were losing.
It's in my algorithm now. It's in my algorithm.
Nah, we were losing so many subscribers when we first started doing this, and I was like, I don't understand. It's working, but it's not working. And then I'm like, these are all the dudes that were subscribed on the 600 dudes that subscribed to Poderondack Show. You're missing out, fellas.
Yes, you
You're
are.
missing out. If you stuck around, lucky.
Could have just watched
you.
me eating an ice pop. High points.
Bow, pow, pow, pow. Kitten Brave. I've never seen so many over 40-year-olds that worry about who's following them. Zach and nobody else wants to see Janice's face every time they open IG. These people didn't even grow up with the internet or social media. That one gets me too. I don't understand. Like,
I don't
who is
care.
how do you?
I would love
shut
for
up?
people to follow me. If I'm not your thing, if we're not friends, let it go, ho.
I don't do the Instagram a lot. Does it doesn't it take in like a layer of things to do to go, oh, Mike, and he liked these comments? Or like who followed this? Like
I don't
it takes some
have
sleuthing,
time
right?
for
It doesn't
that
just
shit.
tell you things.
Sure.
I think there's an app that can tell you who it's called Who Follow or something like that.
Yeah, I think if you're in this world, you get very deep in that stuff.
Losers. Will Pull 88. Mike is hilarious. Something about this show, it being so bad, gives him the best mindset to talk about idiots on Bravo. It's like forcing a kid to eat their least favorite food and then make them talk about it after each time. I could watch him talk shit about shit he's being made to watch, but hates all day long. You might be the only one.
You're gonna love Poderondack.
Yeah, you will love that. We have some good times. I thought that was so funny. The middle part, the whole part, but like it's like forcing the whole thing, but the middle, it's like forcing a kid to eat their least favorite food and then make them talk about it
that
is
is funny.
literally how I feel on the Valley. This is the only show that makes me feel like that.
The
Listen,
big bowl of pudding.
it is literally why we have these bottles of wine. I know I've said literally 15 times. The Valley is why we have these. Because of that, I just didn't want to talk about broccoli one night, and I stormed out of here like a big old dick.
Your lights on, old
Your
man.
flashlight's on.
He's
Oh, God dang it.
He tries this every time. It would just be easier if you just shut it off the way you know it can shut off.
he's
The
got his
thing
text
is,
on extra large.
It works.
After 10 minutes.
I turned it on that way, so it makes no sense that it won't turn off
But
that way.
I get it.
The longer it's on, the more older and crazier you look.
That's right. Thank you.
Oh, it just turned off. We're good.
Because
I
he did
just
it the way
turned
it
off,
normally works.
idiot. Yeah, anyways, that shit was funny. Joe Schmo, I love you guys. I do not love this show.
Joe, the
Yeah.
feeling's mutual.
Tush.
We love you. Do not love
Ended
the
on
show.
that one. Thought it was a good one.
We love you guys. Like,
Yeah,
subscribe,
and
hype, and
Joe
tell a
Schmo.
friend.
And
Um,
Pat Clark.
And we love Pat Clark. We love everyone.
We don't love everyone.
Okay, maybe not. Who was the person that yelled at Natalie?
Looking at you, Mortimer.
Who?
Yeah, Mortimer.
Well,
Yeah, Mortimer, maybe.
we're gonna let slide because
You can just bleep that part, and
they
then
like
they'll,
me.
they'll be wondering who's talking shit, and then then they're gonna come to your back, and then they're gonna start guarding the comment section.
That used to happen early on. Palava Girl has lit up a couple people early on.
Wow.
It was pretty sick. Yeah, Pat Clark. And
Yeah.
yeah, there's been a couple of people that are like, yo, bro.
Now we know how Taylor Swift feels.
Yeah, totally.
Well, go back to a couple episodes. They were mean to me. Just remember that. Just go back and.
It's deserved. It's well deserved.
Pat, you got a lot of spare time. Filter through old episode comments and look for Travis. People being mean to
They're
Travis.
really rude.
Pat, just go into the
They
comments and be like,
started
his mom died when he was a child. And then they'll feel real bad.
I don't even think that'll help.
He jokes about it all the time. Anyways,
does
love you,
joke about
bye.
it. That's why I said
don't
it.
joke about her death like
Constantly.
I joke about her being dead. Different.
Okay, well, that's what I was joking.
Anyways, love you,
Anyway,
bye.
love you. Bye. Okay, I have to go home. I have to be up at 3 a.m.